everybody. Happy Sunday and welcome to my video. I don't usually post videos on Sundays, but this month I have a couple videos coming up because I like to do posts on my website, like kind of my favorite things. So sometimes it's just, you know, family stuff or things that we've done or different things that don't always maybe need a video. So make sure you check out my website on Sundays. I try to do it every other Sunday. And today I have had a lot of requests to show my planner situation. So we're going to look at that today. I'm going to show you what I use for most of my life of my business. And then I'm also going to show you what I'm doing with the Stampin' Up Planner. So it's just a request that I have gotten quite a bit in recent weeks, because July kind of kicks off one of the planner, it's the kickoff to one of the seasons, because a lot of people do a academic planner, which is July through June, which is the planners that I get, and we'll go into that. So let me show you what I have. These two I'm going to show you at the end. These two we're going to dive into first. So here I have my Erin Condren Planner, and then I just have this planner right here. So a couple things. The Erin Condren Planner is my life planner, so it's like appointments, and it has business stuff and to-dos and school stuff for my kids. And then this planner right here is my content planner. So my content planner, I probably I'm like 98% sure that I'm just going to be purchasing an Erin Condren planner for my content, like a regular like this. But I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get into it. So here's my Erin Condren planner. And before, what was happening is I was just trying to fit everything into my Erin Condren planner. I was trying to fit my content, my life, appointments, kids stuff, and I get an 18-month planner. So it's pretty thick already, and I just found that there was not enough room for all of my stuff. So when I first, several years ago, when I first really dove into using the Erin Condren Life Planner, I didn't understand why people would need more than one planner. I really was like, that's ridiculous. Why would you ever need more than one? But now I kind of understand, just because of the way my brain works with how I see my life and how I see my content. So let's go ahead and dive in. If you're not familiar, this is an Erin Condren planner. I am a huge Erin Condren fan. I have been for about 5 years. The main reason I went to an Erin Condren is because the layout in an Erin Condren planner, you can get this way, vertical, instead of horizontal, right? Is that the right? Am I getting those mixed up? So originally, 6 years ago, I had found a planner that kind of had this layout, and I loved it. I fell in love with it, and I went to get one the next year, and they didn't have it. All they had were planners that looked like this. So the weekly spread is this way, and I hate this type of layout for life stuff, okay? So the Erin Condren planner, I used to just get this is the hourly layout, and I used to just get where there was boxes, there's 3 boxes. The thing that I did not necessarily like about that layout is there's no lines, and I like to have lines in my planner. So when she came out with the hourly, I thought, well, I could use that, and I don't necessarily have to utilize the hour slot. I can figure that out. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So each July or each June, when she comes out with a new planner, I get a new planner. This is the cover that I have on it. I am really invested in covers. I have these changeable covers like crazy, and I love them. So I just feel like I always will stick with the Erin Condren because I like having the same kind of planner year to year. I save my planners, and so I like having the same size and then being able to have the same layout, and then the fact that the covers are interchangeable and I have so many of them make me feel like I want to stick with Erin Condren. The Erin Condren planner is a more expensive planner. You can get a coil kind of planner a couple other ways that are a little bit more cheaper. So I spend about $70 on my planner every single year, and I'm okay with that. I stay in a planner all year long, so I don't change out. So just so you know that they are more expensive. You can get a $10 coupon by clicking on my referral link in the YouTube description or over on my website. You'll save $10 if you sign up to get the emails. So that's a great way if you've never had one and you want to sign up to do that and get that $10 coupon. That's always nice. That's what I did when I first got the Erin Condren Planner. So this is the cover that I have on it right now. It's the flamingos. And then the other reason that I stick with the Erin Condren Planner is because of the coil. I hate the disc bound system for planners. I've looked at planners that I really love, but because they have that disc bound system, I just can't stand them. Like the way the pages turn in them, and I just can't do it. It's like nails on a chalkboard. And the Erin Condren coil is phenomenal. It is the best coil I've seen on planners. This is an 18-month planner, so it's a little bit thicker of a coil. I tear out the last few months. So this is 18 months, so it goes from July through December, and I always get a new planner in June. So I usually go into it in July or August. So I tear out those last pages. I like a thicker coil. I like being able to have things in here, and I like the option to go a little bit longer in my planner if I want to. So you start out, here's my cover. I have some sticky notes in here. They're sticky notes of information I need to move into my planner, and then my daughter wrote on my desk a little sticky note and I stuck it in my planner. So I keep the pouch. This is a pouch that comes with it, and you just attach a coil clip. There's a coil clip inside the pouch when you get it. You attach that, and then you can put it anywhere you want in your planner. I keep it here in the front. And in here, I have the most frequently used stickers. I do a little bit with stickers, and you're going to see how I set my planner up. I do a little bit with stickers, but it's all pretty functional. I don't do a lot of fun decorating of it. I just like things to function in a certain way, and stickers help me achieve that. So I just have a few. Most of the stickers that you're going to see, I make. And then there's a couple sheets, these flags, and these flags right here, I get on Etsy. So my pouch goes here at the front, and then there's this vellum piece. I love that the Erin Condren has that. This is my information. It's okay. My phone number is all over, so it's no worries that it's on there. So it's for my business. I'm not worried. So then there's this, I always get the neutral. So I get the hourly neutral layout. I don't like the colorful. I think it's beautiful, but I just want to be able to have my own color scheme, and it's just the way that my brain works. I don't really use this layout other than just for a reference. I used to use it, but what I used to use it for was, this might be too much information, but my cycle. I used to mark it on here, but I have an app that I do that with now. So I don't tend to use this. So then there's this, which what I've done is I've taken some stickers and added the months from October to September, and this is because this is the Stampin' Up year. So our year for Stampin' Up starts in October and then it ends in September. So I use this for business outlook. So looking ahead on different things, if there's a pending month, if I have something specific. I haven't filled all of this in yet, just because I knew I was doing a video on it, so I wanted to wait. Then when you go into the months, there is a notes page before the month. My problem is I don't tend to look this far back. I tend to look as far back as my monthly overview, but I don't tend to do this. I would like to utilize this a little bit better. I'm kind of looking at a couple different things to utilize it a little bit better. I'm glad the notes sheet went back to just a plain note sheet without the circles and everything broken up. I never could get on board with that. So I keep these little paper clips that have these little felt balls here on the end. That's what I use for like bookmark type things. And then I do have a little pom-pom on the side, and I just have a little charm that says Stampin' Up. So that's on my coil here. So I keep one of these paper clips on the monthly view. So for my monthly view, the things that I track are all my bills for my Stampin' Up business. I have a list of things that kind of happen during the month, and then when these little hearts, which I just made these heart stickers and then I cut them out, mark just when I have a bill that's going to be due. And then the flags kind of represent different things that I just need to like make sure I understand are happening, like my team meeting, my local card class, my planner workshop that I do with my team, those types of things. It just kind of draws my attention, like these are the things that are happening. Some of them are maybe live events, that kind of thing. And then we get into the layout for my planner. So this is where I set up my planner for several months in advance. So there's a lot of writing here, but let me show you a month where there's no writing. So here is October, and what I do is I put a strip of washi tape at 7 a.m. Nothing happens before 7 a.m. in our house. We're just getting up. I'm getting up, I'm showering, I'm getting ready for the day. I don't necessarily need to mark anything here. So I have a sticker that is a computer screen and it says blogging, and I put my blog post topic up here for that day. I have 3 of them set up because I always blog 3 times a week. And then from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. is where you're going to see that appointments kind of get put in different places. Then at the 1 p.m. mark, I have drawn a line over like Monday through Friday. That was the other thing about the Erin Condren Planner that I really like. The monthly view starts on Sunday and goes through Saturday, which is how I want to see a calendar. But the weekly view starts on Monday and ends on Sunday, which is how I want to look at my week, because I want my work to be here and I want my weekend to be at the end. So that was the other reason I went to an Erin Condren. So at 1 p.m. I have a line here, and then I have a flag, which again I've just made and I've cut out. And here is where I will make lists of things that I need to do. So technically between 7:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. I'm working. My kids are in school, we pick up, and then I'm at home the rest of the time. And you can see sometimes I have appointments. I have a card class. If I'm, going out with a friend or getting my nails done or something, there'll be appointments down here. But really, I have this section where between 1 and 3, I'm never really doing anything. I'm at home working. I don't schedule appointments for there because it's too close to my kids getting out of school. So I have a flag here, and you can see I already have it set up here. And this is where I'll put my to-do list in. And then these will where my appointments will be done for work. Saturday is wide open, so that line and the flag kind of end at Saturday, and then Saturday is wide open. And then here I have these little circle dot stickers from Erin Condren, and I have a line drawn from like 11:30 down to like 5:30. And this is where I make a list. Like my Sunday is spent getting ready for the start of my week. So I'm doing laundry, I'm getting kids' clothes ready for school, we're wrapping anything up that we need to do, and like the kids are getting ready for school. I do a lot of cleaning on this day. So this works as a check mark, and then usually we're in church above this time, and you can see I kind of mark that off. So this is what works for me, this layout. My layout in my last year's planner was really similar. I just started my to-do list at 11 a.m. and it kind of stretched until 1. I just need a little bit more time because I'm having more appointments that are kind of falling closer to the 1 o'clock period, and so I moved my to-do list down. So you can see that we're only a couple weeks into July when I'm filming this, so you can see that I have that same setup. Saturday's wide open, my line kind of ends right here, and then I'm filling things in. So when I'm looking forward into, like, if I have a card class, this is the week that we're on as of when I'm filming. And so what you see in my planner here for the week I'm going into is you see my planner is set up. I have some things in here that are happening. I use these sticky notes, which are in the very back of my planner. These are from Erin Condren, and I love this. I just have a little, it's on a little plastic sheet, and I use these a ton. So you can see that I use those. I have things marked off. Again, my washi tape is here at the top. I have my places to put my appointments, my lists, and then if there's appointments here, I do a piece of washi tape down here, and then I mark wellness stuff down here. So I have, like, this day I had really bad anxiety, so I marked that there. I mark down here if maybe I have, I'm trying to think, oh, if I'm having really bad problems with my back and I'm having a lot of back pain, I'll write that down. If I have to take a pain med for it, I'll write that down. So it's kind of like my wellness stuff down here. So there's not always something there. It's just if something is happening. So then I have on a coil clip, I have weekly to-dos, and then when you flip this over, I have monthly to-dos, and this is all for my business. So here I have weekly to-dos, and I have it broke down to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's all the things that I do specifically on those days for my business. And then when you flip it over, I have monthly to-dos, and this is broken up from my blog, like blogging, then this is like website and Stampin' Up, my card class, my Simply Layered kits, my crafted card kits to go, customer action items, Facebook business event items, team action items, taxes, and budgeting items. And so I just flip this right, or snap this right in here for whatever week we're on, and I just typed this up and laminated it, and then it's in my planner, and I put it on a coil clip right here. And this is just so that I know, like, when I am thinking about my card class, this is when it takes place. These are the things that I have to do listed under there so that I always know. And that has been a huge game changer for my planning and time management, was doing this. So then my monthly setups, they have a little bit of decorations that I've just used. I get one sticker book from Erin Condren that is the yearly, like, planner yearly sticker book. And there's some stickers for each month. And so you can see that I just have kind of a few of those. And then I follow the color scheme from that with my flags in here. So that's how the planner portion of that works. And then in the very back, there's a notes section, and I have some things back here. So the first thing that I have, so remember, I tore pages out of this planner. As of right now, I've torn November and December out. So right here I have, this is for school information. So I have a box for each of my kids with the, and then I'll put in their teacher's email, notes, like when I'm going to be in the classroom, when their recess is, that kind of thing, that I will have. And then on this side will be pep club information. So it'll be the pep club president, like her information, if we have any events, whatever I'm doing, whatever kind of volunteering that I'm taking on to do that, maybe where we're meeting, that kind of thing, will go here. Then there's some stuff for my business here. So this is a realistic goal setting sheet. I will fill this in after I'm done filming this video. It's just I keep track of my sales for each month, and then there's a slot for last year's sales so I can see if I'm growing, if I'm doing more than I was last year, whatever the deal is. And then I have a notes section for, like, just business thoughts, or lots of times I'll just write the month, and then if there's a little something going on or something like that, I'll write that in. So then you flip this. This is another stats page for my business. It's from the very start of my business, and it's a growth sheet that I've done. And then I left a couple pages here because I'm not sure exactly what else. I usually just cover this up by printing stuff out and putting them in the notes section. Then this year they have a contacts section. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Future planning. Then there is this folder here, and then my sticky notes, and that is the end of my life planner for my life. So now let me show you the reason I have this. So I have been looking for a content planner for a long time. I tried using a Deluxe planner. This is a Deluxe monthly planner from Erin Condren, and this is for my team. You can see it says Blessed to Stamp. So this is my team planner, and I just have things like for my team. Then this doesn't have a weekly view. It just has this. So it has a couple notes section. Quite frankly, I'm probably going to be getting another one of the Deluxe planners for my team. It's worked really well. For my content, what I found is while I want to see my life this way, vertically, I want to see like the start of my day at 8 a.m. I want to see it go down. I want to plug in appointments. What I found is for content, I don't want that. For content purposes, what I want is this direction. Like I want to be able to write notes and keep track of things, but they're not timely. Like I don't need something at 11 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Like I don't need that. Like I just need a space to have notes. So what I did is I got this off Amazon and I got it for $10. You can get these types of planners anywhere from $10 to $20. I think they're a great value. What I have in here is I have this 30-day social media plan. It's a reminder to me if I need certain things. I have some color coding down here with some stickers I'm going to talk about. And then I have some notes. The planner started in July, but it had a May, so it has a contacts page. I don't care about the contacts page. It had a May calendar and then it had a June calendar, which I sort of used in June to just kind of see, yes, is this what's going to work for me? And what do you know? It does. So my July layout looks a little bit different. So here's the deal. I have a website, so where I'm blogging and adding information for my business. I have several Facebook things that I have to deal with. I have a Facebook business page. I have several groups that I run. I have team Facebook groups that I run. So I need something that is a content planner, and there is nothing on the market that works. There is one content planner that I have come across, and it does not work for me because it like has these places where you can like sketch out ideas. I'm not a sketcher. If I'm going to work with content to go on my website or my blog, I just want to create it. I don't want to spend a bunch of time drawing pictures. I have no artistic ability. So the one content planner has a bunch of crap in it that I don't want. So that's my struggle. So what I thought when I was trying to figure out what would work, like my best, like if I could design something, it would be like a monthly overview, a notes page, and then weekly pages like this, which is kind of what the Erin Condren does, but the notes page is before the month. So before I kind of realized that, I got this planner and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the answer that I've been looking for. It just lacks a few things. So I have my overview month, and this is just where, again, I have color coding. So the blue is for my website, the orange is for my emails that go out, the pink is for my membership group. Okay, so I'm just color coding and I can see what's happening, and then these stickers are repositionable so I can remove them if I need to and move them around. So then you get into the weekly view, and it took me a couple weeks what I needed to do. So this was the first week, and you can see there's a lot going on. I thought I would write in different color pen. I realized that was a nightmare. I don't have time for that. I just need to write things down when I'm working. So the second week gets a little bit better. And you can see I'm just writing in black pen, and then I'm highlighting, which I will talk about in 1 second. So then I was like, this is it. But what I noticed is as I was writing, I didn't need to go all the way to the end, but I would kind of stick notes kind of at the end here. So what I decided to do is go ahead and take this planner, draw a line, like so that I have room to write different, so I have room to write different things down here in these boxes, and then I can do what I've been doing, which is working. by just writing my notes. So sometimes this is like I have what is going out on my website, if I need to send an email out for that, if I do a live, if I do something for my team, if I get an online order and what specifically that order was for. I also use sticky notes in here, so like I know like I need to send an email out on this day, so I can write that and stick it in there if I'm doing something ahead of time. So what I realized is the Erin Condren Planner that is this direction is kind of set up like that, where it has this box like this, and then there's a box at the very end. So I had never watched any reviews about the Erin Condren horizontal because it's not what spoke to me. It's not the way my brain works for that kind of planning. But I stumbled upon one and I was like, oh, that layout is exactly what I'm looking for. So my gripe with this planner is the paper is not good. So you can see like my corners just from this stays open on my desk by my computer. So it's like open here or it's open here. And you can see the corners are getting really bent up, and then you can see the shadowing really bad. Like the paper is very, very thin. And then it is much larger than I need. You can see on a normal, like this was a normal week, I actually did not need, I don't need so much space. So I think by going to an Erin Condren normal horizontal layout for my content will work perfectly. I think that is what will work perfectly for me. So, but that is to say that like spending $10 to see if a planner is going to work for you, I think is a great choice. And I will probably use this for the next several months. And I might wait until the end of the year to get, like I might go into a new content planner in January. So I may just use this through the end of the year because I already have it and it's working perfectly. Like it is exactly what was needed. So my other gripe about this kind of planner is I don't have anywhere to put my stickers, and like I have, this for my Facebook groups, my monthly to-do for my Facebook groups, that I would like to have the same option to pop it in the middle of my planner for whatever, you know, on the monthly view. And then I also would like on that notes page to put this, which is how I keep track of which posts I'm working on for my website. So I really would like a pocket or like the clear pouch kind of thing. I would like to have that as an option because right now I just clip it all together and then I have to like just put it in there and it's constantly falling out. So a couple of the things that I use for my planners before I talk about my Stampin' Up Planner is I use these Avery Index stickers. So these are the Avery 5418 stickers. They are repositionable and I love them. These are great. So what I always have with me is I always have my Becky Higgins notebook. So I love this notebook. I have a ton of them. It's what I use because it fits right on my planner. So this sits at my desk. Like this is the stuff that sits with me at all times. So I have my Becky Higgins notebook. And then my favorite pens as of right now are the Papermate Ink Joy pens 0.5. So I've only been able to find 0.5 on Amazon. I like a 0.5 pen. All of my pens are 0.5. So that's the one that I'm using right now. And then I also am using these Zebra mild liners. These have been a lifesaver. I love them. Highlighting has become the thing that works the best for me. So I just color these stickers in myself. And because the color isn't really, really dark, it's perfect. And then what I usually do is after I color all of them in, I just take the piece off. It lifted one. I don't know if it'll stay on there now. Should be okay. So that way I can just see. And I don't even worry about the sticker being colored all the way. Like usually I just run some color right over it. And I'm not worried about if it's all together. So the set that I'm using the most is going to be this set right here, are the things that I use the most. And then I just color those and I use them in my planner. So one last thing for this really long video, you guys, is let me just show you what I'm doing with my Stampin' Up Planner. That's all business and life, and this is more of a fun situation. So this is this planner that Stampin' Up offers. It's $37. You get the planner and then you get all the guts. And we are doing a planner gratitude workshop in my for my team. Now, the reason I don't use this planner as a regular planner, it's undated, so you can start it whenever. It is this view, but the reason I don't use it is because it doesn't have lines, and I can't stand to write in a planner that does not have lines. So it just would not work for me for a regular planner, but I loved it so much, I wanted to do something with it. So here we go. In July, we got started, and I'm hosting the workshop, and every month we have a different topic or something that we're focusing on. And for the month of July, we're focusing on a lot of things that have to do with opening your heart to new ideas and new goals and to dreams. And so we have had a lot of fun with this, and there's a couple different layouts for different things that we're doing, and then in August it will be different. So I love this planner, and I think it's beautiful, and I love the colors with it, but it just won't work for me because it doesn't have lines, and I need lines to write. So we're just doing some fun stuff, and you can see we've decorated it, and I really love it. So this is the Stampin' Up Planner, and it's just for fun. Everything else, my Erin Condren planners, are for real life. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the YouTube description below. If you guys would be interested in seeing a collection of my covers, I would be happy to do that maybe on another my favorite things kind of post. Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.